The court found Janelle and Meri's documents to be true. Kody arrested for document fraud. Robyn wants to continue the case by defying the court's ruling. Sister Wives stars Janelle, Meri, and Brown finally sell Coyote Pass land for $1.5 million after bitter battle. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I am Olivia and hope you are well by God's grace. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Polygamous Sister Wives star Kody Brown and his sole remaining wife, Robyn, appear to have finally ended their bitter feud with his two former partners, Janelle and Meri, over a shared plot of land in Arizona, after finally selling the property for $1.5 million. Kody, 56, who shot to fame while documenting his life with his multiple wives in the hit TLC series, became embroiled in an ugly dispute with his two exes. The plot was originally purchased for $820,000 back in 2018, with Kody and all four of his partners at the time: Robyn, Meri, Janelle, and Christine, investing money in the property. Originally, they had intended to divvy up the land, which is located near Kody's former home in Flagstaff, AZ, and then use it to build 4 homes, one for each of his then-wives and their respective children. But that plan fell apart in 2021, when 3 of Kody's 4 so-called marriages began to fall apart, eventually resulting in the end of his relationships with Christine, Meri, and Janelle. Robyn, who was Kody's only legal spouse, remained by his side, however. After Christine walked away from the 5-way marriage, she sold her portion of the land back to Kody in a private deal that saw her giving up all of her rights to the property. However, Meri and Janelle continued to push for a return on their investment, sparking a furious fallout that led to them both threatening Kody with legal action. Now, it seems as though that drama has finally come to an end with the sale of the property, which was purchased for $1.5 million, as first reported by The Sun. The group made a $680,000 profit from the sale of the land, which they initially purchased in 2018. Prior to it trading hands, Kody and Robyn owned 50% of the property, while Meri, 54, and Janelle, 55, each possessed 25%. It's unclear exactly how much of the money from the sale each individual will get. According to property records, one of the 2.42-acre plots, which was registered to Kody and Robyn's name, sold for an asking price of $305,000 on April 24, 2025. Another 2.42-acre plot, which belonged to Meri and Janelle, where they shared a 50% interest each, sold for $305,000. The third section of land, which measured 4.48 acres, sold for $400,000, while the last 5.19 acres was snapped up for $490,000. Prior to the sale of the land, 2 areas of land were transferred from grantors Kody and Robyn to grantees Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri, according to The Sun. The third plot of land saw Kody and Janelle being listed as the grantors before it was transferred to Janelle and Meri. The last parcel of land remained under Kody and Robyn's name. Christine saw a way out of the messy scandal surrounding the land when she signed over her portion to Kody and Robyn for a mere $10 on July 28, 2022. However, his feud with Meri and Janelle raged on for years, much of which was documented on their hit TV series. Most recently, Kody was seen fiercely denied his former partner's requests for an equal share of the land, telling viewers in a January 26 episode, "We didn't pay for Coyote Pass all equally. I paid for an entire lot all by myself, at least 92% of it." At the time, the two women were so enraged that they decided to seek advice from lawyers over how to handle the battle moving forward. Meri's decision to pursue legal action came after she claimed in a previous episode of the show that Kody had told her she was not entitled to an equal share in the land because she'd only had one child with him, while his other wives had conceived multiple kids. The land was purchased in 4 parcels, with Kody taking a share in all 4 of them. However, all of the plots are of varying sizes and were split between the women in very different ways. For example, Kody, his current wife, Robyn, and his ex-wife, Christine, all had a share in the largest plot of land per TLC, while Kody and Janelle split another smaller plot. However, after ending her marriage to Kody, Christine arranged a deal with him in which she gave up all her rights to the shared property. Kody also splits a 3rd plot, the smallest of the 4, with Robyn, while the 4th is split among him, Janelle and Meri. This means that of all the wives, Meri was given the smallest allotment of land, approximately 2 acres, a decision that she then claimed was made purely because she conceived fewer children with Kody than his other spouses. Meri shares son Leon Brown with Kody, while Janelle and Christine each share 6 children with him, and Robyn shares 5. The drama surrounding the Coyote Pass land previously tempted Kody to sell it, having listed it last October for $949,000 before swiftly removing it from the market. The first part of Sister Wives Season 19 revolved around the aftermath of Janelle and Meri's departure. Janelle became much closer to Christine and David, while Meri officially got released from their church, which is the equivalent of divorce. Meri also had some issues when she parted ways with Kody. One of them was when he got emotional when he was helping her pack up. According to Meri, she was puzzled about why Kody would show such emotions after all the rejections she received from him. The season also showed Kody and Robyn trying their best to survive. The later episodes also featured Janelle going after her part of the Coyote Pass property, while the fate of Meri's B&B in Utah was put in question. According to TLC, the second half of Sister Wives Season 19 will premiere on April 20, 2025 on TLC. The network has already released a couple of previews for the upcoming episodes. One of them was Meri telling Janelle how upset she was, adding that she would also take legal action to take her part in the Coyote Pass. Janelle and Meri believed the property wasn't divided equally. Kody was also upset about their situation, telling the cameras that he wasn't trying to rip Meri off. Another preview also showed Meri feeling betrayed by Robyn, whom she had been very loyal to over the years. TLC also took to social media recently to upload another clip of Meri revealing that she sent an email to Janelle, Kody, and Robyn just to start the conversation regarding the Coyote Pass. Meri revealed that she hasn't been a part of the conversation. Moments later, Janelle and Meri had a conversation where they talked about Kody and Robyn's suspicious desire to sell the property for themselves. Meri even said that Kody doesn't get to decide, especially now that he's no longer the head of their family. New reports recently surfaced saying that the Browns have already sold the whole property. According to sources, the 4 family members have sold the land for $1,500,000, a $680,000 profit. The news comes after some fans discovered transactions showing Janelle and Meri selling their parcels from the Coyote Pass. Kody and his ex-wives have yet to address their major decision, but it may get featured in the second half of Sister Wives Season 19. Meri Brown's life-changing decision to slowly separate herself from her former family could change the direction of Sister Wives entirely. Meri, once Kody's first wife, legally ended their marriage so he could wed Robyn, though she stayed involved in the family dynamic for years before finally walking away. Despite their split, Meri has remained a visible figure in the public eye. The departure of Meri, Janelle, and Christine significantly shifted the tone of Sister Wives. Still, the tragic loss of Garrison is expected to bring an even deeper emotional impact to Season 19. Apart from dealing with the tragedy of Garrison's sudden death, Meri always seemed to have a trace of sorrow on her face. Kody and Meri were never a good match to begin with. Love was absent in their marriage, and Kody's belief in having a polygamous family further tore them apart. Meri was lonely and looking for a companion when she fell for a catfish, which destroyed her. The incident left a scar on Meri's emotional and physical health. However, the The Sister Wives star is beginning to heal now. Meri has been navigating major life changes and offering her Instagram followers thoughtful glimpses into her evolution. Though bound by contractual limits tied to Sister Wives, she's chosen to focus on emotional transparency, often reflecting on her internal journey. Recently, she's hinted at experiencing a prolonged sense of discomfort, suggesting deeper struggles beneath the surface. Without naming names or giving direct details, her posts subtly point to strained dynamics within the Sister Wives circle. By opening up about her emotional growth and challenges, Meri seems to be carving out space for healing while maintaining a connection with her audience. Meri Brown has remained silent regarding Kody Brown's recent decision to redistribute the Coyote Pass land, though Janelle Brown has shown approval of the change. In the past, both women voiced concerns about the original layout and the possibility of selling parts of the property. However, this new arrangement signaled progress toward fairer land ownership. Redefining boundaries finally allows Meri to distance herself from Kody and Robyn, both legally and emotionally. The division could mark a turning point, reducing tension and giving the women greater control over their stake in the shared land. Reddit users have shared updates suggesting Meri and Janelle have sold the Coyote Pass parcel they once planned to build on. A screenshot posted by SunnyJulie99 from a Zillow listing, along with another shared by SOX1, supports this speculation. It appears the land was sold off-market. As SunnyJulie99 noted, Zillow doesn't show it was listed for sale, just that it sold on 4/14. With the sale finalized, it clears the path for Meri to focus on building her new chapter independently in Utah. The quiet transaction marks a symbolic and practical turning point for Meri, signaling closure on a shared past and the freedom to follow separate futures from her fellow sister wives. Meri has slowly started transforming herself into a new person. The small steps she's taking towards achieving her goal include losing weight. Meri recently attended the Global Beauty Awards, where she wore a black bodycon dress to reveal her curves. The Sister Wives star also has a new pet called Zona in her life, who's keeping Meri entertained while providing her company and positivity during her mourning period. Star Kody Brown has had a contentious relationship with many of his older children, but who does he still have a relationship with? By the time Kody was done growing his plural family, he had 4 wives and 18 children. Though he enjoyed close relationships with all of his children while they were growing up, the relationships have since fallen apart. With so many wives and children, there was never enough of Kody to go around. Over the years, many of Kody's children came to resent the fact that he wasn't available enough to them. When the beloved unscripted series premiered in 2010, the Browns were one big happy family. Things weren't always perfect, but they seemed to be a close-knit bunch of happy people. By the time Sister Wives season 19 rolled around, 3 of Kody's 4 wives had walked away from the marriage. The former polygamist found himself in a monogamous relationship with his 4th and youngest wife, Robyn Brown. Kody's relationships with his older children, which were already strained, deteriorated even further. These days, Kody isn't even on speaking terms with many of his adult children. Maddie Brush is Kody's daughter with Janelle Brown, his second wife. She made her television debut on Sister Wives in 2010. She left for college in 2015, but college didn't work out for her. Soon after dropping out of school, Madison announced her engagement to Caleb Brush, a 34-year-old mine equipment repairman. Caleb made several appearances on Sister Wives after getting engaged to Madison. The couple were married in Bozeman, Montana, in 2016, and they have 2 children together. Madison does not intend to have a polygamous marriage with Caleb. During the second episode of Sister Wives season 19, it's revealed that Kody and Maddie don't speak, nor does he see her children. Maddie doesn't want her father in her children's lives unless he can be around consistently, for his part. Though Kody is sad that he has no relationship with Maddie or his grandchildren, he thinks Maddie could reach out to him too. Since neither Kody nor Maddie seem willing to make the first move, father and daughter are at an impasse. 26-year-old Kody Brown was only 11 years old when Sister Wives premiered in 2010, so he largely grew up on television. Kody is Kody's only son with his third wife, Kody Brown, 52, with whom he has 6 children in total. Much of the conflict between Kody and Kody can probably be explained by the fact that the two men are a lot alike. Though they've butted heads over several issues over the years, the troubles between father and son were often about Kody's contentious relationship with Kody's fourth wife, Robyn. Kody didn't always get along with Robyn and her children. Kody struggled to get along with Robyn's now 20-year-old daughter, Janelle Brown, who was also only 11 when her mother married Kody. Things got worse between Kody and Kody after Kody left Kody in 2021, and the two are still not on good terms. In March 2024, 25-year-old Garrison Brown passed away, devastating the Brown family. Garrison, Kody's son with his second wife, Janelle, wasn't on speaking terms with his father at the time of his death. The two had a falling out when the COVID-19 pandemic separated the Brown family and exposed the existing cracks within the Sister Wives clan. When Kody didn't think his older kids were taking the virus seriously enough, he stopped seeing them. For the first time, the Brown family spent multiple holidays apart from each other, and it was the beginning of the end for them. At one point, long before his death, Garrison said, "You know what, Robyn? Have him. We're all grown adults who don't need a father figure anymore." Like with Garrison, the tension between Kody and 22-year-old Gabriel Brown came to a head during COVID-19, but their problems started long before. Gabriel was also Janelle's son, and, during Sister Wives Season 17, Janelle provided insight into the conflict. "For my boys, there's so much more going on than just this fight over whose COVID rules should be followed," she explained. "They have for a long time perceived that Kody's focus, his time, everything was spent. The majority at Robyn's house, even when we lived in Vegas. Gabriel and Kody don't speak these days." Sister Wives Season 19 found Kody living with Robyn and their 5 children, which they referred to as their core family. Other than his children with Robyn, he doesn't have much of a relationship with most of his other children. The only adult child who maintains a relationship with her father is 28-year-old Kody Brown. Unlike her other siblings, Kody was welcoming to Robyn when she joined the family. She continues to be one of the few bridges between Kody and the rest of his children. When Sister Wives began, fans of the reality show wanted to know things like what the kids thought of plural marriage. While fans still want to know what the kids are up to, a lot of fans have also been stunned by headlines about Meri Brown's catfishing scandal and claims about what caused the divorces. With so much focus on Sister Wives drama, like Meri Brown thinking Kody Brown wants her gotten rid of, casual fans may not have noticed how much stress Janelle Brown is under. As Season 19 of Sister Wives has shown, Janelle has been coping with extra stress as she relocates. Fortunately, it turns out that Janelle recently revealed that she has a fascinating way of dealing with the stress she is under. When some reality shows continue for years, it can feel like they start to become repetitive and uninteresting, as the drama simply isn't there anymore. However, it somehow feels like the Sister Wives cast continues to have new drama and fights brewing during each season. For Sister Wives fans, the fact that the show has never become boring is great for obvious reasons. However, for the members of Sister Wives Brown family, the fact that new drama seems to pop up every week must have gotten to them over time. During the 19th season of Sister Wives, fans of the show have seen Janelle Brown dealing with a staggering amount of stress. With that in mind, it is a good thing that Janelle has revealed that she has discovered a way of dealing with the stress she is under. As a result of how popular Sister Wives has always been, Janelle Brown has more than 1.3 million followers on Instagram. One thing about Janelle's post about loving how her infrared sauna makes her feel is that she tagged a wellness company. While that may or may not mean anything about the post, it is worth noting for anyone who is interested in what Janelle wrote about her infrared sauna sessions. Possibly more notably, Janelle wrote in her post that there is science backing up the use of infrared saunas, but she thinks the benefits feel like magic. Finally, Janelle wrote about another benefit she felt she was enjoying from her infrared sauna sessions. Considering that Janelle wrote about the science behind infrared saunas, it is interesting to note what studies have said about the devices. While the science behind infrared saunas clearly isn't settled as of March 2025, it does seem like there is some evidence they are good for stress release. According to a Mayo Clinic article about infrared saunas, people like them because they cause reactions like those caused by moderate exercise, such as vigorous sweating and an increased heart rate. Furthermore, the article states that there is some evidence that infrared saunas may help treat some long-lasting health problems. However, the Mayo Clinic makes it clear that more research needs to be conducted to prove the potential benefits. Most importantly, for people who would like to enjoy the benefits that Janelle described in her Instagram post, the Mayo Clinic stated that there may be validity to Janelle's claims. Unfortunately for Janelle Brown, there are many things going on in her life that would cause her to be under a lot of stress. Most tragically for Janelle and all of her loved ones, she lost one of her children just over a year ago as of this writing. Janelle having to battle to get a piece of Coyote pass has also undeniably added a lot of drama to her life that would be hard to cope with. As a December 2024 Screen Rant article detailed, Janelle has also been under more acute stress. As a part of her efforts to get a fresh start, Janelle has moved to a new location where she has been building a new life for herself. On top of all that, Janelle also launched a business with her Tata Farms venture with her daughter, Madison Brown Bush. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown described meeting Kody Brown and explained their courting ritual many times on the show. Robyn's mother became a polygamous wife, so Robyn grew up in that culture. Kody's youngest wife prides herself on being well informed of the positive and negative sides of plural marriage. Robyn shared her version of divorce, polygamy style, a while back. This popped up as the ladies were dropping out of this marriage one by one.